Hi guys, I'm going to review over the 4 problems that you had to do for factoring trinomials that were due on April 3rd, Friday, April 3rd. Look, I accidentally used permanent marker on my whiteboard. Yikes. All right, anyway, problem number 1. It says x squared plus 11x plus 10. So I know I need to find two things that multiply to this number 10. So I put it up here, and here I need it to multiply to 10. Remember, this is the multiplication sign. And add to 11. So when I think about the things that make 10, I have 2, 1 and 10, and 2 and 5. Those are the factors of 10. And when I look at 1 and 10 and 2 and 5, I need to find 2 that add to 11. And 10 plus 1 is 11. So these are going to be right here and right here, my answers that I'm going to put in my parentheses. So I'm going to do x because this is x squared, and that means 2 x's, x plus 10, and x plus 1. And x plus 10 and x plus 1 is going to be my answer. All right, for problem number 2, that is x squared minus 11x plus 30. So I know I need to find things that add to 30, multiply to 30 and add to negative 11. And this negative sign needs to come with the 11. So I can see that 30 is positive, and that means I'm either going to need 2 positive numbers or 2 negative numbers. My factors of 30 are 1 and 30, 2 and 15, 3 and 5. So when I look at what could possibly, oh, I forgot, not 3 and 5, sorry, that's 15. 3 and 10 and 5 and 6. Sorry, guys. So when I look at what could possibly add to 11, I can see that 5 and 6 would add to 11. And since it's a negative 11, I need them both to be negative. So I end up with x minus 5 and x minus 6 as my answer. I need to have a negative 5 and a negative 6 because negative 5 times negative 6 is positive 30, and negative 5 plus negative 6 is negative 11. All right, my next problem is x squared plus 4x minus 21. So I'm going to make my little tic-tac. I know it needs to multiply to negative 21, and it needs to add to 4. So when I think about what makes 21, I have 1 and 21 and 3 and 7. So 21 and 1 are never going to equal 4, that's for sure. And 3 and 7, if I add them, I get 10. But my 21 is negative, which means I know I can have a negative number somewhere in there. So I'm going to do 7 and I'm going to do 3. And I need to think about which one would be negative. Would it be negative 7 plus 3 or 7 minus 3? And I know that 7 minus 3 is going to give me 4. So I'm going to put the minus with the 3. So you just have to think about it like a math puzzle. X plus 7 and x minus 3 are going to be our answers. And remember, you can write it x minus 3 and x plus 7. The order doesn't matter, but the 3 needs to be negative and the 7 needs to be positive. And if I want to check my work, I know that 7 times negative 3 is going to multiply to be negative 21, and 7 plus negative 3, or 7 minus 3, is going to add to be positive 4. So I know I did it right when I get the answer when I multiply it together. All right, our last problem is number 4. And this one is x squared minus 6x minus 27. So I'm going to do negative 27 because I know it has to multiply to be that, and I know it needs to add to negative 6. So the first thing I want to do, if this is negative, I know I need to have one negative in my answer. So I'm looking at